We are now going to come down to the floor for Supta Padangusthasana. What you need to do is turn the short end of your mat to the wall and to have a strap with you. We are coming down to the floor, sitting in Padangusthasana with the feet against the wall. Spread the feet evenly, lift and open the chest. Bend the knees, come down to the floor, press the feet to the wall and stretch the toes. Make sure the back of the neck is elongated. Take the left foot up to the ceiling. Take the strap on the ball of the foot. Suck this left hip towards the floor. Entwine the strap and bring the elbows to the floor. Tuck the chin in. Open up the crease of the knees. Press this bottom leg towards the wall and the foot and firm the thigh. Move the right thigh towards the floor. Draw up the kneecaps. This top hip, the left hip, should suck down towards the floor. Open up the crease of the knees. Breathe in and out through the nose. Take the strap in your left hand, entwine the strap. Bend the knee outwards. Do not lose contact with the bottom foot. Stretch into the arms and both legs. Take the top arm, the right arm overhead and stretch the fingers. The blood is circulating to the extremities of the body. You feel that tingling feeling in the top hand. Spread the toes. The big toes move away from the body. Once again, you have that central line down the body and the right buttock should press to the floor. Continue breathing in and out through the nose. This right shoulder blade should descend. You can adjust the left shoulder blade slightly away from the right shoulder blade. Inhale and come up. Bend that left knee and bring the foot to the wall. Readjust yourself so that bend the knees and press the feet to the wall. Inhale and stretch up. Feel both shoulder blades on the wall and the crease of the knees pressing towards the floor. Can you lift the heels a little off the floor so that you're stretching further into the legs? In other words, the front and the back of the legs are firm and alive. Bend your right leg. Take the strap over the ball of the right foot. Entwine the strap and stretch the heels away from you. Feel the bottom foot and the top foot spreading. Suck your right hip towards the floor. Firm the left thigh. Be active on the skin. The skin moves to the muscle and the muscle moves towards the bone. You have total awareness in your body. Take the strap in the right hand, bend the knee out, entwine the strap. Take the left arm overhead. Now you can shift your right shoulder blade towards the floor by arranging the front ribs and the back ribs. Take the left arm over. There is total attention on the skin, in the joints, in the muscles. The toes, the fingers, the wrists, the elbows. The entire body is alive. But the brain is still but receptive. How do we do this? The 4 lobes of the brain should be held evenly. Then we become an even conductor between heaven and earth. Then we become creatively alive, creatively healthy, and creative in our yoga practice. I bow to the late Guru, Mr. Iyengar. Inhale and come up. Bend the knee and bring the foot down. Take the feet to the wall. We are now going to proceed with our final standing pose, Prasarita Padangusthasana. Either have 2 foams or alternatively a bolster. Take the short end of the mat to the wall. Take either your foams or bolster to the center of the mat. Take your right foot to the wall and the left foot 5 feet apart from the right foot. Move the heels away from each other. Lift and open the chest. Take the hands to the hips.
Please check it on the map.
Inhale and stretch up. Look up at the hands and the arms to see that they're stretching evenly. Arms are in line with the armpits. Lengthen the inner edge of the thighs, of the groin. Lengthen from the inner groin right into the outer ankle. Inhale and stretch up. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, come over halfway. Hold the body parallel to the floor. Grip the ankles. Have your foams or bolster in the center of the feet. Take the crown of the head to the height. Now grip the ankles and press the ankles away into the whole of the palm and make sure that the ankles are parallel to each other. Press the ankle bones apart and then slightly turn the big toe inwards so that the inner ankle becomes active. The torso is released. There is no pressure here or bulging. And you should lengthen the inner edge of the leg as well as the outer edge. Then the inner thigh rolls inwards. Consciously elongate the feet. Consciously stretch the toes. Soften the tongue and the eyes. Now this is as good as a headstand, holding this posture with support under the head. It refreshes the brain and releases the spine and strengthens the ankles. The crown of the head is parallel to the floor. Make sure your elbows are evenly bent. Draw up the kneecaps. Take the fingertips under the shoulders, raise the head, walk the feet in, take the hands to the hips, slowly come up and walk the feet together. Come to the wall, take the buttocks to the wall, widen the feet wider than the hips, inhale and stretch up, come over, soften the palms and stay down. Should you not be touching the floor, by all means take your foams, readjust the hips, and then rest the top of the hand on the foams and just allow the brain to soften and draw up the kneecaps. You'll notice the palms are warm and pink. We're building up hemoglobin, the red blood cells, as the oxygen levels increase. The heart is rested when you hold the head below the heart. Take the hands to the thighs, raise the head, open the chest, and slowly come up and bring the feet together. Mountain pose. We are now going to proceed with forward bends and then onto some supine poses to prepare for relaxation. So please take 2 foams or alternatively a bolster to the floor. Have a chair with you. We are going to come past the foams, bring the chair in front of you, sit on the foams, on the edge of the foams, stretch out the legs, move the buttocks flesh apart. take the fingertips behind you. You might want a foam on top of the chair, should you be stiff in the spine or shoulders. I'm bringing the chair close to the feet and taking the fingertips behind me. Soften the front body towards the kidneys. If you are tall, I suggest you take the feet through this chair, but I'm taking the feet in front of the ledge of the chair. Open the collarbones, sit into the hips, inhale, stretch up, exhale. Fold in the waist and bring the eyebrows to the foam and stretch the fingers. Should this be unsuitable for you, you may take the eyebrows to the chair. You may also place a towel or a blanket on the chair under the eyebrows. Always have a blanket close by. Now stretch into the fingers and relax the throat. Let the eyes be soft. Lengthen into the arms. Soften the eyes. Soften the lips. Spread the toes. Press the inner edge of the knee cap at the back, the crease of the knee, to the floor. And then the whole of the inner edge of the leg extends, as well as the outer edge. You will not be breathing deeply at this stage, because the position of the lungs is slightly constricted, and thus the mind settles down. But just allow the breath to flow naturally. Be aware of the hamstrings stretching and the entire skin on the back of the legs elongating, as well as on top of the legs. Release the skin around the ears. Allow the brain to be quiet. The 4 lobes of the brain are held evenly. Release the skin in the ears. Release the cheeks, the temple skin. Allow the brain to settle down. Stretch to the fingers. This quietens the brain and prepares us for relaxation. Tongue is soft. Raise the head, inhale, and slowly come up. Please roll 3 blankets and have them to hand. We're going to the supine poses now, which I will direct you with. So place the blankets down, and you will need 2 bolsters to lie on the floor. So I will demonstrate this to you. You also need a strap. I want you to have a loop in the strap, but so that you can fit into this loop, okay? We have our 2 bolsters on the floor. We're going to climb into this loop, take the strap around the hips, face away from the bolsters, sit down, bring the balls of the feet together, take the strap around the top of the foot, take the buckle away from the flesh on the feet, firm this buckle to where it's comfortable for you. Should you require height under your shins, please take that. If you're supple enough, this will not be necessary. So, you firmed the strap we're going to lie back, take rolled blankets behind the base of the skull, stretch the back of the neck, grip the elbows, scoop the buttocks down, and close the eyes. You may also place the hands on the torso, or if this is not comfortable, bring the palms next to the hips. Turn the palms up and spin the upper arm away from the head. So you have options here. You may grip, soften the arms onto the floor, or have the hands on the torso. Eyes are closed. You may also use an alternative. Take a blanket, I'm just sitting up to show you, around the ankle bones, and then lie back. Make sure there isn't space at the base of the spine. And just release. Back of the head should be evenly placed. You can raise the head, elongate the back of the neck, and place the head down. Release the jaw. Now, the breathing has settled down completely. You will notice you do not need to breathe deeply at this stage. We are preparing you for a deep relaxation, which we are going to proceed with on these bolsters. So release completely. Soften the eyelids. Soften the lips and the skin on the cheeks. We're going to just release the arms and switch the grip of the elbows. Soften the skin around the ears, and the temple skin should move towards the floor. This action allows for lymphatic drainage in the body, and then there are no blockages in the lymph glands. And the slight chin lock action is a soothing action, and it also works on the hormonal system and the thyroid gland. Now, with the 4 lobes of the brain being held evenly, the consciousness settles down. Release the lips. This also releases the entire spine, and thus the nervous system is released, because the nervous system runs down the center of the spine, and it is very delicate. The sages discovered all of this with observation and hours of yoga a day. Okay. Smooth the forehead. Make space between the eyebrow and the pupil of the eye. You can raise the eyebrows a little and then release. Release the skin. The 4 corners of the skin around the eyes should release, and then the eyes are cool. Now, we're going to open the eyes, sit up, press the palms down, remove this strap, lie back onto the bolsters. Back of the head is on the rolled blankets. Lift the head, stretch the back of the neck down onto the blankets, place the back of the head on the bolsters. Keep the eyes open. Gaze up at the ceiling, and as a dimmer switch works, allow the upper lid to come over the eyeball as you gaze slowly down into the chest. And as that dimmer switch works, just allow the eyes to slowly close. As you gaze into the chest, measure the legs. Adjust the legs. I'm noticing my left leg is shorter than the right, so I'm lifting up the sacrum and then stretching the heels away from the body. The ankle bones should be even away from the floor on either side. Is the buttock flesh even? If not, take the thumbs and release the buttock flesh downwards. Soften the organs down into the foams. Release the kidneys. Release the side ribs. Soften the shoulder blades down. Arms are soft. Elbows are soft. Center of the palm is soft. Release the skin around the eyes and the throat. Skin on the neck melts down towards the floor. The skin on the cheeks and the temples moves down towards the floor. Forehead skin is smooth, scalp is released. You are now relaxed, completely relaxed. Every pore of the skin is relaxed. There is silence within, silence without. Drop everything. There is no past, no future, only the present, the eternal present. Peace be to the east, and peace be to the west. Peace be to the north, and peace be to the south. Peace be above you, and peace be below. And peace be without, and peace be within, and peace be with you. Let go completely. Thank you.